All right. So we're going to have some linear and nonlinear functions here. Needed to kind of go over this sum right here. All right. We had a piecewise the other day, but now we're actually going to evaluate a piecewise. All right. So you really have to read the problem. Okay. So on this reading the problem here, this is, it says we use this if x is greater than 0, and we use this one if x is less than or equal to 0. All right, so it says f of 3. Well, 3 is greater than 0, so I'm going to use this one right here. So this is the one I want to use. And all I really do is I can plug it in the calculator. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 4 is 13. That's it. Okay, this one, when f is 0, well, which one of these is equal to 0? Well, it's this bottom one. Okay, so I plug it in. Well, when you plug in 0, all this goes away, so I'm just left with -1. And then f of -3, well, -3 is less than or equal to 0, so again, I'm going to use this one. So now, I will tell you this, on your calculator, if you do not use the parentheses right there, you're going to get the wrong answer, because it does by the order of operations. Okay, and this gives us -19. Okay, so moving on. All right, here's a your turn. You can use this for what you call it, one of our live sessions later. Let you practice on that just a little bit. All right, now this is similar to what we did on analyzing characteristics. We're basically just finding where stuff is. All right. So again, I'm going to color code this. I'm going to look when f is -6. Now these are done by 2s because there's a line right here and then -4. So like this is -2, -4, -6. So I got to look right here, -6. Okay. Now there's nothing above it, so I actually have to go down here. Now this is in between one of these things. So if this is, think about it, if this is labeling the evens, then this little space in between is actually odd. That would actually be -7 right there. Okay, now we're going to use purple for this one. Find f of -4. All right, -4. Pay attention. One of them is closed, one of them is open. If it's closed, you go to that one. Do not go to the open one. I'm going to go here because closed, it's included. Okay, it goes through the middle, so that's in between 2 and 4, so that would be 3. And let's use that nice bright pink color. All right, so for 5, well, 5 is all the way, the 5 is about right here. That was 6. So there's nothing below it, so I'm going to go up. And wow, that was super not straight at all. But it goes right there to 6. Okay, so it's kind of the same thing. Just please remember that if there's one of these, like this one right here, -4, you go to the closed one. Okay. Oh, here's another your turn. Okay. Well, I'll tell you this your turn is super similar to what you would have had for your homework. Okay. And then you get another one of these also. So again, just let you practice with it. Some people said they needed more practice, so I'm actually doing that like we do in class. All right. Now, step functions, they look like stairs. So I'm going to actually have another video about all the non-linear and not linear stuff here in just a second. But right here, here's basically all this kind of stuff. What you need to know, this right here, these are our y values. Okay, what is in front of the comma is the y values. Now, so I'm looking, it says if x is less than or equal to 0 and then less or greater than or equal to 0, less than 5. Well, we have 0, 2, and 4. So if I go over here, x is 0, that value should be 2. Okay, go over to 1, 2. This value is also 2. I go over to 4. This value is also 2. All right. Now, for this one, so 5 is less than or equal to. All right. So here's 5. Remember, do not go to the open circle. Go to here. This one would be 6. Believe it or not, all these would be 6 because it goes in a straight line right here. Okay. And they look like stair steps. So that's the step function. All right. Now, I could go over this, and this is a graphing thing, and I'm not really worried about it so far because you could graph with technology. Basically, I'm not. There's no real way for me to make sure that you do this right now. So this is one of those things I'm gonna kind of hold tight. Hopefully, we're back face to face to get it done. But and if you had questions, we could kind of go over that. But we're just going to kind of move on. All right, now this is a your turn, but I'm going to actually do this one with you, or at least one of them with you. And this is why. Basically, when you're doing these, let's use purple. I'm looking at my y values. Here I have a -1, -3, -5, and a -7. So I'm looking for the choice down here that actually has those numbers. This one right here. Okay. C goes with that one. Okay. So now you got a 50-50 shot of actually getting this one done. All right. So, oh, that one's it.